few big 90-Day Fiance updates. First, starting off with Yara and Jovi. So someone asked Jovi in the comments if he was separated from Yara, and he confirmed yes. Like last we heard months ago, he kept saying that things were rocky, like some days they're together, other days they weren't, but now he's finally confirmed out of his own mouth that they are split apart. Some people are speculating, oh, maybe they're not split up and maybe that's just them trying to get on another season of 90 Day The Last Resort. It's always hard to tell, but they haven't posted each other in quite a while, and like when Jovi was posting pictures of a recent trip he was on, he was posting pictures of just like him and his mother and Maila, and Yara was nowhere in sight. And after I posted this, someone in my comments was like, hey, you need to look into Patrick and Thais because they're no longer following each other on social media and they haven't posted any pictures together in a hot minute. Well, just when I got a chance to finally start looking into things, I found out that they are getting divorced. So TMZ is the one that dropped the news, shout out to them, but they revealed that Patrick and Thais are getting divorced and he's trying to get full 100% sole custody of their child, their 3-year-old child that they share together. He revealed in court documents that he makes over $10,000 a month and Thais makes over $5,000 a month, and because of that he's not asking for any spousal support, but he is trying to get his Honda Ridgeline an $8,000 Fidelity 401k and their Tempur-Pedic mattress. And he also says that his daughter has been living with him since May 6th, so for a few weeks now, at a different address than the one that he previously shared with Thais. So it sounds like he has moved out at this point. In the court documents, it doesn't go into great detail on why exactly Patrick and Thais decided to get divorced. All it says is they're incompatible, and I guess a source for the couple talked to TMZ and said, out of respect for everyone involved, we believe it's fair not to jump to conclusions or contribute to speculation before all facts are clarified. Domestic matters can be deeply emotional and complex, and we value privacy for all parties involved. They did have a 90-Day Diaries episode that came out earlier, earlier this year towards the end of 2025, where Thais revealed to some of her friends that Patrick wanted to have sex every single day, and I guess as she turned him down one day, he would automatically jump the gun and accuse her of cheating. And she said that like she couldn't even go out with her friends or anything without him wanting to constantly blow up her phone and want to rush her home as quick as possible. And she claimed like she had been faithful to Patrick the whole time in the relationship and she never gave him any reason to act like that, but she did admit that he had gone through infidelity in the past where a girl cheated on him in a past relationship, and because of that it just makes him have zero trust in women. And I know that was a big issue in the relationship that I think was pretty much building them up to be on 90 Day The Last Resort, which will be premiering here in a few weeks. And I'm not gonna lie, when I initially saw them on 90 Day Diaries and I initially found out that they were gonna be on 90 Day The Last Resort, I was like, come on, they're one of the couples. I'm like, okay, Patrick and Thais, really? Because it always seemed like everything was going so well for them, but it just really goes to show you don't know what's going on behind closed doors or behind the happy-go-lucky social media post. And then I have some other really heartbreaking news to share about Jenny, who is with Summit, and they're going to be on 90 Day The Last Resort as well. A lot of people have been speculating for a while that Jenny had some kind of stroke or something, because in some recent interviews she did, and in some of the clips they showed for the new 90 Day Last Resort season, Jenny's talking really slow. Her speech is somewhat slurred. So people are like, okay, she has to have had some kind of medical crisis to make her this way. We now have answers on what exactly is going on with Jenny. So she ended up posting on her Instagram, and she said, it's with a heavy heart that we wanted to share some news with all of you guys. So there's a rumor going around that she had a stroke, and they said unfortunately it turned out to be ALS. At first we tried to keep it private because it's been very emotional and overwhelming for us. We're hoping to find some kind of solution before speaking publicly, but after trying for some time, we feel like it's time to reach out. So they asked everyone if they were willing to donate to their GoFundMe that we're going to touch on more in a moment. But for those of you guys who don't know, ALS stands for, I hope I'm saying this right, amyotrophic lateral sclerosis. So it's a progressive neurodegenerative disease that affects nerve cells in the brain and spinal cord, which gradually robs a person of their ability to move, speak, eat, and eventually breathe. The brain motor neurons die off, stopping the nerve signals to the body's voluntary muscles, causing them to weaken and atrophy, which is waste away. So right now there is no cure for ALS. There's various treatments and therapies that are continually improving to help manage the symptoms and slow the disease progression, because as I did research, dying from ALS or suffering from ALS is a slow, painful, miserable death. So they started a GoFundMe. Well, they didn't start a GoFundMe. A friend started a GoFundMe, raising the money for them. And they're trying to raise $250,000 because I guess it's going to cost a lot of money for this treatment. And their fans have showed up and shown out for them. So far, they've raised over $27,994. And this is just like what? In a few days, over 735 people have donated, with the top donation being $2,000. And they have been showing a lot of gratitude on social media after the success of this GoFundMe. So this is the GoFundMe about me. It says, my name is Penny. I'm a friend of Jenny, and I help manage a Facebook fan group for them. Jenny was recently diagnosed with ALS. Although she's still in the early stages, she's already begun to experience symptoms such as changes in her voice, slurred speech, and difficulty swallowing. As many of you know, ALS is a progressive disease that will require increasing medical care and support over time. The primary purpose of this fundraiser is to help cover Jenny's growing medical expenses, including mobility equipment such as a walker and wheelchair, in-home nursing or caregiver support, and future hospital and treatment costs. Medication alone for 1 year will exceed $200,000. In addition, with the support of Jenny's daughters, we hope this fundraiser may also make it possible for them to spend extended time in India so they can be by their mom's side and support both Jenny and Sumit during this difficult journey. If you know Jenny and Sumit, then you know how loving, genuine, and kind-hearted they are. Any donation, no matter the amount, will go directly towards helping them navigate the financial challenges ahead and ensuring that Jenny has the care and support she needs. Like I said, I'm glad to see people show up and show out, but they have a long, hard road ahead of them. So they will definitely be in my prayers. That's just sad to, especially if you are someone like who's married to someone like that, and you just have to watch them go through that. I can't imagine how that is on Summit and her family. But let me know what you guys think about everything we talked about in the comments below. Are you guys going to be tuning into the new season of 90 Day The Last Resort that premieres here in a few weeks? I am, and I'm hoping it's going to be good and not overly scripted so I can cover it. But yeah, let me know what you guys think, and thank you guys so much for watching.